see how this thing turned out. Yahoo! St. Patrick's Day, just around the corner. It's getting closer. You ready to swap out that corned beef for some delicious Guinness Braised Lamb over a delicious bed of Coal Canyon and some pickled veggies? Let's go. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Chronicles of Chef. I'm Scott Hamilton, and today we're going to do a delicious Guinness Beer Braised Lamb. Oh, out of this world. I haven't used an Instapot since like 2019, and even then I think I only used it twice. So we're going to bust that tool out, see how it goes, see what happens, mess around a little bit, find out how delicious it can be. Also some pickled veggies, and of course the Coal Canyon. Oh yeah, we're putting it to good use. It's the perfect bed for all this delicious braised yumminess. Let's get cooking. All right, let's get working on this braised lamb shoulder chop. I'm super stoked for this. One, because like prep's gonna be super easy because we're just doing a braise, and then I'm gonna blend it all up and make things a lot easier to do and just kind of simplify things. And I'm also excited to have something a little different other than corned beef. Don't get me wrong, corned beef is delicious and I'm all about it, but I'm also very much a fan of, trying new things. So we're gonna pull a couple of these strands of rosemary and thyme to the side, and that's gonna be that's for the Coal Canyon, the potatoes that we're gonna put this over the top of. So there we got that. So I'm gonna peel whatever I can, and then because we're gonna put this through a strainer and everything, I'm not really worried about stems or anything like that. All right, and these hardier stems I'm gonna keep off to the side to go in the Coal Canyon, and we'll steep those in the cream. Just to kind of add another deeper, rich flavor into the potatoes. These herbs are now good to go. The other thing that we're going to add to this little container is our garlic. We're not going to chop it up. We're going to probably do about, 5 cloves or so. And we are literally going to smash them. Give them a little, make sure we get all that off. Just a little snap and throw them in. We're not going to chop them up. We're not going to do any of that kind of stuff because this is going to be a braise. Hi-ya! We lost the garlic. It shot across the kitchen. It ran away. Said, no, not today. Not me. All right. So if that's the case, then we're going to go ahead and get one more little clove here. There we go. So those can all go in at the same time. Okay. There's that. Now, our onion, we are going to cut just a little bit. We're going to go ahead and give this a slice here. But we're not going to fine chop this guy. We are literally just going to give ourselves some good chunks. Because again, it's just going to be sitting in that delicious braising liquid in the Instapot. So we don't really need anything too crazy. There's that. It's about a cup or so of baby carrots. We're going to throw our half of onion in. And then we're going to go ahead and just kind of break up the celery. Same situation. So that's going to be our nice mirepoix. It's a lot of celery, but I've been digging it. Oh. So there's our mirepoix, prepping everything for our braising liquid. Let's get to prepping out the lamb. All right, so I got 2 lamb shoulder chops here. I really wanted to go with like a lamb shank, but I couldn't find any good lamb shanks that weren't already seasoned, and I didn't, although I'm sure the seasoning would have been good and whatnot, I wanted to do my own thing. So we got these guys. We're just under 2 pounds, so a good amount of meat to start off with. And I would really like just a really super tender, not necessarily fall apart, but maybe on the verge of pull apart kind of vibe. So we are gonna use this German mustard as our kind of binder situation. Whoopsies. All right, this guy good rub down too. I love that there's still the bone on these. It's gonna give us great added flavor in our braising. All right, we're gonna go ahead and lose one of the gloves, and then we can just do salt and pepper. Let's salt it heavily. Black pepper. Salt everywhere. All right. And with that, our prep is done for the braising. See how simple that was? Now, to figure out the Instapot, let's go. All right, so I'm not well versed in Instapots. This is like my third or fourth time maybe using one. So we're gonna see how this goes. We'll figure this out together. It's gonna be a journey. So first things first, we're gonna find the saute button. There we go. I think all the beeping I think means that it's on and it's going. First, we're gonna drop a little oil in here, sear off our lamb, and then we'll throw in everything else and get everything going, and then we'll put our lamb on top of our vegetables and on the liquid, because a braise isn't a fully submerged, that's poaching. It's this cross between saute and steam and poaching. It's this like blending of all the things, and I love it. So we're gonna let this get going. Ooh, I can already start to feel it warm up. This is perfect. Oh, nice. It's getting hot pretty quick. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and, well, we're just gonna touch it. Nope, I want to sizzle. I want to saute. Ooh, I can feel the heat. Shoot those celery. I can hear the sizzles. So let's sear off our meat. Just gonna do quick. There. That's what I wanted to hear. Nice sizzle, sizzle. There we go. So as you can see, we got both of them just chilling in there. And we're gonna let these sear for about 1 to 2 minutes. I don't want like a whole lot of cooking on the lamb. I just want a really good, nice sear. Flip it, sear it, and get it out of there. Ooh, it's smelling so good. This is gonna be so clean and simple and delicious. I'm so excited. All right. We'll get a nice little sear on there, so we're going to flip these guys because I'm starting to get impatient. And I want this to be delicious. There we go. Even just like the simplicity of the searing of lamb with the mustard, it already smells so good. And also, all the mirepoix and herby deliciousness on the fingers. Ooh. It's gonna be real good. All right, we're gonna go ahead and pull these guys out. And into this deliciousness, we're just gonna throw all of our mirepoix. Give it a nice little stir. And remember, we're not looking for a good caramelization on these. We're just trying to open up everything because this is all gonna get blended up anyways. We'll throw in our herbs and our garlic. Give that a good little mixy mix. And really, we just kind of want to saute this until it's fragrant. Oh, but I mean, look how pretty it is. The other thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to throw in about a heaping tablespoon or so of flour. And it's going to kind of start this roux process in the braise. So that way, I don't have to do much of a thickening agent or anything like that at the end. So hopefully it can help make our sauce much faster. Oh, yeah. Okay, now, secret ingredient. Not really. We're going to use Guinness. A lot of times, it's a red wine braise, whatever. St. Patrick's Day is around the corner. Might as well use some Guinness. We're going to use the entire thing of Guinness. A lot of recipes that you'll find, as I was looking, it was like, a half a cup of red wine and then a half a cup of stock. And after that stir fry stroganoff video where I did the bouillon straight into the wine and made that demi out of it, my mind's been blown. And so any way I can reuse that technique, I'm going to. So instead of adding stock to this, I'm going to use the entire Guinness. And then, which I'm looking at this, maybe I want 2 Guinnesses. Oh, the smell is already intoxicating. But we're going to use a little packet of bone broth. And this is going to be really salty too, because it is a broth versus, and it's dehydrated and everything. So it's going to limit the salt that we need. We're just going to add that whole packet in. This is chicken broth. Any kind of broth would kind of do. I know we're doing lamb, so if you want to go more of a beef or chicken, just that nice, especially a roasted bone brothy kind of deal, it's going to give us that dark, rich flavor profile that we're looking for. Oh, this is smelling out of this world. And it's just so simple. You know, we got some delicious herbs, a good mirepoix. We're good to go. Okay, we're gonna throw our meat right back in here on top. There we go. And then we're gonna throw our lid on and pray that I do all of this correctly. Venting. There you go. It's locked. We're locked and loaded. All right. So, okay. So I've turned it off of the saute setting. A couple recipes that I looked at to kind of give me like an idea of how to work this thing. It said to go on high pressure for about 45 minutes. So we're gonna go a little bit longer than that and see how it goes. We're gonna give ourselves 50 minutes on high just because I'm a little nervous. All right. All right. Let's check back in like 50 minutes to see if I blow up or if I made something delicious. Okay, so we had a little power outage. We had some things happen. Let's see how this thing turned out. Yahoo! Slightly terrifying. Won't lie. Reasons why I don't mess with pressure cookers in general. Oh, that smells so good though. But it's hot, but it smells. Oh, it smells so good. This is so good. All right, so steam is released. We're gonna make kind of quick work of this. We want to pull the lamb out. Yes. Oh, it's falling apart. We can barely hold on to each other. I love it. Got the bone. Make sure we get all the bones, meat, all that out. Oh yeah. Okay. I've turned this back to a saute, and we're gonna give this a good blend and get all those juices out from all the vegetables and everything, and then pour this over the top. We don't want our meat to rest too long without having that liquid. After you've braised it or poached it, it'll actually dry out if you don't cool it down and let it rest in its liquid. So we've got our handy dandy hand mixer. Oh yeah. All right, it's coming to a boil, which I want because we put that flour in there, and this is going to be kind of our sauce situation. Oh man, that is delicious. Oh yeah, you get all the different notes. You get that rich nuttiness from the Guinness. You get all the herbs and the mirepoix. Oh man, you get lamb flavor absolutely through this. We're gonna throw some salt in here because it definitely needs some salt. Just hanging out there a little flat, so we're gonna hit with a little bit of salt. And again, we're gonna give it a nice little buzz. We only need to let this boil for about 2 to 3 minutes to really kind of thicken up and to help those glutinous structures kind of bind and get together. While we're waiting on that, we're gonna go ahead and get these bones kind of out of the way. Oh, like look at that. It just like, that's what I was really hoping for, because I didn't want to necessarily like shred the lamb, but see how it will hold together? You bounce it around, it holds together, but then it just effortlessly pulls apart. Yep. That is so good. If you're not a fan of lamb and want to stick to beef, that's perfectly fine. You can use your corned beef, do the same situation. You can get a beef shoulder, chuck roast. You can do all sorts of delicious things. If you want chicken, you can do chicken. Variation on times and all that kind of stuff. But, some more bones. Don't feel, I found another one. Should be gnarly to bite into. Don't want that. All right, we've boiled this long enough, so we're gonna start straining it, and we're just gonna strain it directly over our lamb. Oh yeah, team. Woo, 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 woo. Hot. Turn it off. I wonder. So let's get this out. Oh, terrifying. I'm gonna burn myself to death here. All right. There we go. Okay, that is super hot, and I did not want to die. Okay, I'm gonna pull this up here. Oh, look at all that delicious gravy. All right, woo! So we've got our lamb here, and we're just gonna kind of, like I was saying, I just want to kind of pull it apart. So I just want it nice and chunky. Oh my gosh. This is an excessive amount of gravy, and I'm not mad about it. So we're just gonna kind of get in here and kind of break up the chunks. I'm not looking to shred, like I was saying. I want just nice, good chunks. There we go. So I would say success on this cook in the Instapot and the electronic pressure cooker. So that's all it really is. Yeah. Let it pull apart a little bit. Oh no! Don't! Oh no! I'm losing the spoon! Losing the spoon! Oh my gosh, it is so good. All right, let's get ourselves a little. Oh my goodness. Okay. Before I go too crazy, I'm gonna get myself a little bowl. We'll do a little taste tester situation and go from there. All right. We got our Coal Cannon. If you didn't see this video, I'll link it up above so you can go and check it out. Because this is delicious. All right. Then we're going to go ahead and give a little gravy, some lamb in there, a little more gravy, and knowing that I was going to blend up the mirepoix and the vegetables that normally you eat when you do a braise or a stewed kind of a situation, I pickled them. So, since I was a genius and pickled them, oh yeah, look how beautiful they are. I used caraway seeds, I used Bonneville seasoning from High Desert Kitchen, and look how bright and beautiful it is. But it's celery, it's cabbage, it's onions, it's carrots. I threw a little pepper juice in there because I want a little heat and sandwich some shishito peppers because they were going to go bad. And I was like, why not? But I'm going to drop that right on top. And this is going to give us that like vegetable texture crunch. And it's also just going to brighten up the entire rich dish that we have. We have rich mashed potatoes with delicious heavy greens in there. We have this delicious lamb, nice and gamey. Oh, so good. Oh, that pickle. And then we got this gravy that is just rich and creamy and here's a little bit of everything in the first go, because why would you do it any other way? Oh, the caraway seed that comes through on the pickles is phenomenal. The gravy and the mashed potato. And then the meat stands up to all of it. Let's go. This is phenomenal. The next thing is I'm not like loading this with pickles. So some bites have that acidity, brightness, and everything. Others are just rich and unctuous and just rib stick and delicious, fun. Oh man, but also beautiful. This is an absolute delight. I mean, obviously St. Patrick's Day, this is a great meal. If you want to get away from your corned beef and cabbage situation, this is absolutely the way to go. But also, like, it doesn't have to be St. Patrick's Day. It can just be any day. Oh man, that is so good. The thickness of the mashed potatoes is perfect because it doesn't turn to soup. It holds together with the broth that just kind of soaks up that broth a little bit more, and then you just get this extra luxurious mashed potato Coal Cannon situation. Well, that is delicious. The braise worked out really great. I love it. I think the flavors are really simple. They're rich, they're clean, and they're delicious. The herbs are slightly there in the background. Nothing is overpowering. Everything is balanced beautifully. If I was going to change anything, I would change the amount of meat. I would do more meat, or I would reduce the amount of beer, because I don't need this much gravy. But I think doubling the meat, so going closer to 3 pounds of meat, because I think I was around 1.5, just under 2. Going more than like 3 to 4 pound range, like, money. Absolute money on this. This is so good. All right, let's get this thing plated up. Some delicious Coal Cannon going down. Make a nice well for all this lamb and
Guinness gravy to be caught in. Oh, look at that. The thickness, it's so luxurious and so beautiful. And of course, to brighten this whole thing up, some delicious pickles. And bam, would you look at that.
Thank you so much for watching. This was delicious. From the pickles to my episode of the cold cannon, being able to split it into two and make this delicious meal. And also giving me something other than corned beef and cabbage to make on St. Patrick's Day. I'm excited. I hope you're excited to have some new things to try out and experience, and to see that you can swap out ingredients and reuse techniques, and it's all going to be delicious. So play with new toys, try new ingredients, and if you like this kind of stuff, make sure you like, subscribe, do all those fun things, and we'll see you next time.